we are reinstalling Windows 10. So this doesn't happen very often for me, and I don't claim to be an expert at all. So this is going to be a very basic tutorial on how to do a reinstall of Windows 10. And it may take me a little bit of figuring it out, but we're going to do this together, and hopefully you will enjoy it. Maybe subscribe, and when opportunities like this come up again, maybe you'll watch me again. Alright, we're going to get right down to it. So we have an old Windows 10. This operating system has been around as long as it has been out. I don't even remember the last time this was updated. Prior to the free release of Windows 10, it was Windows 7. So this got the free upgrade, and it's been through like 3 different towers, physically taking the hard drive, moving it tower to tower, plus all of the updates that it's been through. And it's time. You can just tell it's time to reinstall. It still functions properly, and it's, it's just different quirky things that goes on. My wife needed a new mouse, so we got her a new mouse, and it looks, I don't know, like this. It's just one of those, it's not quite a vertical mouse, but it's got more of a crab grab, and it decided that it wasn't gonna work. So if you computer management, this isn't the normal monitor if you can't tell, and I'm sorry for the screen shot, but I'm using 2 different computers, so I don't think there's any other way. If you look at the device manager, this plural input mouse just doesn't want to cooperate. But right now I want to be done with this operating system. It's got so much stuff on there, and it's old, and I don't like carrying an operating system for so long. Even I will reinstall like once a year just to freshen it up, and it speeds it up, and it just keeps your system going that much longer. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have everything backed up. This is critical, because like we use this computer for Quicken, TurboTax, so our finances and everything are on this computer. Gotta make sure. And lots and tons of pictures. The primary thing, if you're just a basic Windows user, this is Windows Explorer. So everything defaults to your user folder. Okay, so you got, let me do a different view here. Okay, so your user folder, you're not going to see all of these. I have them unhidden, but there's hidden files in here to avoid any kind of accidental deletion or anything like that. But the primary spots is your desktop, your documents, download folder, things like that, and your pictures file. Everything that you have is going to be most likely in that spot, and that's the main folder that you want to back up, which I have already done. I just did, this is a secondary hard drive where I already have the pictures and the backup of her documents and desktop. So I'm sure that we're not going to lose anything. That being the most important step. Okay, all of this is going to go away. Yay. First off, you're probably going to need a flash drive. I can't say how big of one that you need. This one just happens to be 128 gigabyte, and I know that it didn't use it all. Just as a average user that knows enough about a computer to keep it going, just your general user, not a power user, obviously. What you want to do is just ask what you're looking for. You want a fresh install of Windows 10. Microsoft.com. You don't want to use a third-party website. You don't know what people do. They might have hacked into it. They might have put hidden bots in there. You don't know. So make sure it's a legit website, Microsoft. So what you are looking for, sure it meets the system requirements and blah blah. Make sure you have your key, but the key is already going to be in here because you already have a copy of Windows. You don't necessarily have to worry about that. But if that problem should come up, we'll tackle it then. Okay, so if you download the tool, refresh Windows tool, this is what the tool. Okay. If you're on enterprise or education, the tool won't work for clean install. Okay, so anyway, the tool that you're downloading, refreshwindowstool.com, it is a file that can be installed on the USB. So if you do that, what does it give you? Windows 10 setup. Except, give your PC a fresh start. Keep personal files only, or nothing. Everything will be deleted. See, I don't know this tool. Typically, you download the file to this, and then you plug this in, reboot from this, and it gives you the old, installation setup. This, I just haven't used it before. So, well, let's figure this out. So, worst case scenario is that we do it again. So, again, make sure you have all your stuff backed up. That is horrible feeling when you think, or when it hits you, that everything is gone. Okay, you are starting over. So all your programs, any backup data from those programs needs to be saved. Any pictures, any videos, any files in general that are on here, they need to be kept in a safe spot. So, preferably on a different drive. Even if it's just temporary, like what I just showed you here. And then continue with this. So I'm gonna try this one first. Keep personal files only. So we're gonna start and see what it does. I don't know if I can get rid of that or not yet. There was a problem. Ooh. We're not sure what happened. We're unable to run this tool on your PC. Yeah. Probably because it's so old that it doesn't know what to do. Alright, let's get around using the tool. We want software download. Windows 10. Alright, and also, let's see, this PC has a copy of Windows 10 Pro. May 2020 update. There we go. Create Windows 10 installation media. That's the one. Media creation tool. We're gonna save that. Okay, we're gonna start that. Yes. Okay. So, let's see what happens now. This is the fun part. You sit around and wait. It takes all day. Okay, so this being different, you gotta go through all of that, except this is going to right here. This is what I was looking at. Create an installation media USB flash drive for another PC. That is what is on this flash drive. So, let's see, I'll go to the next. Alright, so Windows 10, 64. We don't know what the recommended options are, but we can alleviate all of that bloatware too. Okay, so it needs to be at least 8 gigabytes. And then the ISO file is available if you want to burn it to a DVD. But most computers nowadays don't even have DVD burners. They don't have the drives at all. So, alright, so we can't find a USB flash drive because I haven't put it in. Alright, so what that does is it would burn it, put the copy on USB. And then what you want to do is reboot to the flash drive through your BIOS. So that's what I'm going to do. Put that in. And then reboot. And I want to say it's F8 or F11 is your boot menu. Guess it's been a while since I've been on this computer. This was my old system, not the operating system, but the hardware. I upgraded all my hardware in my tower and put it all in this tower to give my wife an upgrade as well. But I did a complete fresh start on my computer, and hers I just, like I said, transferred the hard drive to the tower because she's afraid of losing everything. F2, F11, escape, or delete. There it is. Okay, so probably can't see it too well, but the UEFI is your BIOS. It's not like it's typically not like the old DOS days, although there are some that still exist. You don't want the DVD drive. You don't want your hard drives. What you want is your SanDisk, the UEFI or SanDisk. If it's not the right one, it will tell you, and you'll have to just do it again. So I'm gonna go for the UEFI. I believe that that's what it is. I've been known to be wrong. And then that boots it from, boy, that's pretty. But that boots it from the flash drive. If that is the okay, so now you should be able to get it. It's like the old school, put the DVD in and reinstall. So English, US keyboard, next. Now it's critical that you don't just click away. We're not repairing, we're doing a fresh copy. Install. So okay, we're going to skip over this because it's going to automatically activate once we get it installed. So we're going to do I don't have a product key, and it'll figure it out. Alright, so it's a Windows 10 Pro system, as I was showing you, and it's a 64-bit architecture. Next, we're going to accept. I mean, these are just the general Windows terms. And we are going to do a custom install. Like I said, I don't claim to be an expert. Storage drive, yeah, that's not it. Not this one. Windows can't be installed. This is the secondary hard drive. This is where you got to be really careful of what you're doing. Okay, so we don't want to go on that one because that's where all of your files and pictures are. We don't want that one deleted. And since it says that it can't be installed on that drive, and you got to be careful, make sure that you are picking the correct drive. So we have drive 0, which I have labeled specifically storage drive. Drive 1, there's only the 2 drives in this system. So we know that drive 1 has to be the operating system. So what we are doing now is not for the faint of heart. You're gonna have to trust me. Alright, we're going to delete. Okay. Unallocated. Delete. Okay. And delete. Alright. So, drive 1. Are you sweating yet? Alright, we're going to, let's see, refresh. I don't know what the new is, but that's the drive. So we're going to do next. And it goes through its thing. The best thing you can do is to have a secondary hard drive and copy all of that over. I just thought of something too. I might have messed up. We'll see. Because if I deleted the Windows file on here, then it may not pick up activation. So we'll have to deal with that. Or in the past, it would be able to keep your Windows file and just relabel it like Windows.000, and it would already be on here. So I know that I have saved my previous operating system Windows folder. I just copied the entire hard drive and put it on a different drive in a folder, and so that's on this computer. So worst case is I can just copy it over here so it'll see it and think, you know, that's the Windows, and just reactivate it. So it doesn't take too long. It's not absolutely horrible. So I do believe that we can pull the flash drive out now, because it's going to automatically boot from the hard drive, which we just reinstalled on, and then it just goes through the whole setup of Windows and Cortana and all of that garbage, you know, the spy stuff. You can see how old this motherboard is just by the graphic. Oh, you can see my background. My green screen. Yeah, I upgraded from Windows 7 or an i7 processor on this one. On my new one is a AMD Ryzen 9 3900 XT or X. So it's the 12 core one. So that enables me to do all of my videos and photo editing and everything that I want to do. And I'm barely using any CPU right now. Doing all of this is utilization 3% of my CPU. 3-4%. It goes back and forth. So you just gotta be patient and let it do its thing. Might reboot a couple times. And then once we get it to the main Windows, it just walks you right through it. I'm hoping that it'll still pick up on the activation, but I'm not so sure. That's my mistake. Sorry if I misled you there. So to backtrack, what you want to do is copy the Windows folder to as well. Just copy paste it to another hard drive, just so it has all your drivers and everything handy for just in case. And then relabel that as Windows.000, and then once you got the new install, you can copy paste it to your C drive with the new install. And I mean, not in a folder, just right on the main drive. And then it should should pick it up, because you're already going to have a Windows folder in there. That's why you need to relabel it as Windows.000. So maybe now this other mouse might work. It's lit up. Hope so. Boy, this is enjoyable, huh? Windows management. Your fresh install. Windows 10. Oh, hey. We're getting somewhere. I might have to just speed this clip up and just gotta think. Hey, there we go. And the mouse works. Look at that. See, I knew it wasn't. So stupid. Okay, United States. And the keyboard, you want United States. Yes. We're gonna skip the second layout. Important setup to do. So it'll automatically detect the internet. So so you'll have internet right away, and it'll be able to set up everything. We're going to set it up for personal use, you know, because if you do it as an organization, it has extra um, security to it that may give you issues. So, but we're gonna do personal use next, and we're not gonna do this part. If and when you get to this point, this is part of the Microsoft wanting to take over your system. Okay, it's going to log you into Skype, it's going to log you into Microsoft emails and that kind of thing. So we're going to do an offline account, and here is the whole, where it's just wanting to talk you into it. So we're gonna go with limited experience. All right, and I'm gonna name it the same as what I had it before. Next, and create a super memorable password. Let's see. Okay, security question. We're probably gonna skip this part unless it blips it out. Let's see. Let me pause this. Okay. Now, past those security questions, we are going to turn all of these off. We're going to go no, no. That is all we can do with that one, is basic. So no on that one, no on that one, no on that one, no on that one. We don't want advertisements. We don't want tailored experiences. No, no, no. And then accept. Okay, and we're not going to do a timeline. Let Cortana, not now. Cortana is the devil. That's too funny. I cracked myself up. Okay. Might take several minutes. Might. We know it will. Even though I don't claim to be an expert at all, I do have the experience of doing this several times, and every time gets a little different depending on how Microsoft tweaks their side. So almost every time I do it there's a learning curve, which is why I don't claim to be an expert. I don't want responsibility. This is just a tutorial. So here we have the new Windows 10. So now, and we got a mouse that works. So now it just becomes the tweaking. Now for desktop, not gonna do shortcuts. So the actual shortcuts that were on the old desktop aren't needed. Copy. And that goes to desktop. Paste. Okay, so we got that. And then documents. All the documents. We're gonna go to documents and paste them there. See, that's the simplest way that I have found to save your files. I got all the photos on that secondary hard drive that wasn't even touched, and then you got your documents and desktop. Boom, right there. You shouldn't need much else. So now I believe that we are done. That is updating Windows. Restart required. Okay, so there's a lot of tweaks out there to get it leaner, faster. These are the basic stuff that I install personally, and little tweaks that I did. That's my preference, and and opinions like an armpit. Everybody's got one, and they usually smell. So, like I said, this is just a tutorial, and I hope you can glean something from it. If not, I'm sorry I wasted your time. Like I was telling you in the beginning, that this is kind of a basic install. I don't claim to be an expert, and I'm not telling you, I'm just giving you options, and giving you some help if if you're newer to doing a reinstall and scared of it. Hopefully I can help you on that part, and that it wasn't so bad. It's been what, 3 hours now, and it's mostly because I was doing a video with it. That I can knock this out in a couple hours, and then the rest is just tweaking over time as you notice things come up. The only thing I'm going to be doing now is just installing our Quicken software and TurboTax software, and just general tweaking of the operating system. So I don't think you need me to show you that stuff. That you can find almost anything you want on YouTube, and if you know what you're looking for. If you don't know, even if you don't know what you're looking for, you can go on to Google on the search bar and just ask a question. Clean install. How do I do a clean install of Windows 10? There's lots of people that do this, and I hope you enjoyed it.